reason. Okay.
Now it should be on.
It says it's online on YouTube.
What's Twitch say?
Let's just check Twitch and see if it's...
It's fine. The amount...
How do I get to our...
The icon. There you go.
Are we live?
We are. Gotta be.
Okay. So it's just OBS that's having a freakazoid.
Yes. All it is that OBS is no longer getting the information on the setup. It used to be we could do the setup on this page. We can't anymore. Which you just found, which was good. We gotta rock and roll.
Okay.
Now we all just now we play Chinese file drill and everybody moves around chair to chair. Come on, everybody, get up and move around. Even if it just means stand up and turn around, Matt, and sit back down. Yeah, close enough. We wouldn't be able to tell you're so short. Alrighty, Nycos D&D Fellstone Chronicles.
Now with the new opening song.
With the new opening song. We should just time it on that. When the music plays, we know it's time to start the show.
Yep.
When it becomes happy time for Travis. Anyway,
If you're under 18, don't watch what I'm about to do.
Exactly. Yes. It's a medical thing. It's okay. Welcome to the now new and improved Nycos D&D with 8% less light getting into our camera gives us a much better visual of the
30% improved color.
30% improved color.
Ooh. Which color?
All of them.
Ooh.
30% more prismatic veil.
By the way, that video that you need to watch is at the 1 hour mark, or very close to it. Within a few minutes, either side of the hour mark on that video to watch the podcast. If you want, I can pull it up and we can watch it today. Now that I know where it is, I had to ask. And he's going to make us a separate video.
Maybe we'll do it during the break.
Maybe we'll do it during the break. Anyway, before we get to our story so far, this is Fellstone Chronicles. The episode is called Darkness Fell. And my characters are here. Please give your character name, class, race, and what you remember from last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Go ahead, Glenn.
Well, half of that is spoiled now.
I ruined it.
I'm Matt. I play Glim, the gnome illusionist wizard. And Glim remembers from the very last session a plethora of dragon eggs were counted.
A plethora of dragon eggs. All right. And
I'm Travis, and I play Blair, the Dragonborn Paladin. And it was crazy last week. Glim, the hero of the day, saved 1,000 golden and multicolored good-ish dragon eggs, and in Glim's traditional way of saving the day, they were all fecked up. And he didn't know what to do.
oh, wow. Okay, that's an interpretation. There we go. So, what? Where are we physically in the story?
Dead.
We're dead. We're making new characters. Okay.
Yes, that was quick.
We are in Mariah. We just got our ship.
We just got a ship. We're on it right now. We were trying to figure out if the eggs were actually going to be inherently good, so we could possibly make a gift to the royal family. You know,
They're the right colors to be good.
They are the right colors, but
And the one that was born was golden, right?
yeah. And now he's in a cage.
And before the cage bit, we do have. It had some attributes that were abnormal from what you thought a gold dragon might have.
Indeed.
What would those
They
be?
are untainted, true Nycosian.
Ugliness.
True Nycosian dragons.
It is possible that they are true Nycosian dragons. That's true.
Well, because didn't Wraith and I see them?
You saw
some
similar
in the,
ones.
in the distance,
You did.
and they looked to be exactly the same.
That is true.
You saw a plethora of them all around the vision.
On the horizon
scape.
line. Wraith got a better view of them. What with his eagle eyes,
What with his new special eyes? Yes.
his goat eyes.
Nah.
Unfortunately, he can't be with us here today because something got his goat.
I was going there. Yes. You had to go there, didn't you? You just had to go there.
Yes. He likes goading us.
And alrighty. So, airship name. What are you going to name? What are you going to register it as so that we have a ship's registry for it?
I think we should wait for our third teammate to make that choice.
Fair.
That seems like an important party decision.
Cookie cutter.
Sounds
Got
good.
it.
Now that is actually a very funny name.
The cookie cutter.
If nothing else, it will be at times known as the cookie cutter. Okay.
Makes it sound so unique.
It does.
Such a unique.
The irony of it is actually quite good. There's a nuance. There's a succulence.
There's
to
like
that.
a kind of
Flavor.
punniness to it that John just can't help but be attracted to.
There is that. There is that. And so,
Well, we just need to put in a oven in the galley, and then we'll be able to have fresh baked sweets.
I thought there was an oven in the galley.
Was there? I didn't take stock of the
I'm
oven.
sure there's
of the
an oven
galley.
in the galley.
there would be an oven in the galley. Actually, yes. There would definitely be an oven in the galley. Now, this craft we determined was running on dwarven power, or
I thought it was musical prowess, but I could be mistaken.
No, it was the it's the dwarven one
yeah,
because he wanted to tinker with.
the powder, black powder,
But we have to get fuel.
Right.
Which we got.
and you got fuel from.
The people who gave us the ship.
Yes. Glim did not handle that bit.
Okay, so given the description of the efficiency of the vessel, they tell you the fuel should ostensibly be able to make about 49 times 5. Oh, that's 50 times 5. About 250.
245.
245 leagues ish.
Where were we going again?
You hadn't really determined, you just were getting out of here.
Oh, aye. They
You
were
did
going to
have to-
tell us where Quantivus were going on his bounty.
Oh, well, Quantivus, as you know, is somewhere in the Dian Mountains north of here,
Correct.
which is
Wait, you're talking about that guy that me and Wraith found in the blue sky area?
The what? What? Who?
In the other time zone, there was a Quantivus.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was doing mean things to black dragons
Eh?
and other dragons.
Oh, that's bad then.
I'll give you that one.
well timed. Well timed. All right.
Righto, our further destination was Fulcrum. We had hoped, well, they had promised to take us there by train, but that's not going to work anymore, I don't think.
The circumstance of the railway more than likely means it's not going to be accessible, at least for some period of time.
There is one train that's still alive.
One engine did depart in time to not be caught in the.
But it's in
Fracas.
another time zone right now, and it might take a while for it to get here.
Or it could take no time at all.
That depends if it transfers time zones or travels.
Yes,
Depends on when they come
unless
back.
Christopher Lloyd or Huey Lewis the News are involved, right?
Righto, so what's the plan?
Well, what are we going to do with him? I'm pointing at
Well,
the
you're,
cage.
the thing is that when you awoke the next day, there was an enigmatic message scrawled on the door of his cabin of your new ship.
On his door or
On his door.
Ooh.
What's it say? What's it say? Is it draconic?
The purple veil is involved.
What does it say?
Time.
Read it out loud.
Back in time.
With a question mark. So it's back in time.
Time ain't on our side. Gotta go back to the future. Oh, that was.
I guess Valere just starts singing all of a sudden.
We already know he's musical. Why not?
Righto. So is there
And
any?
where is actually, she's back winged, right? Because she was putting out fires.
Snowy.
Yes, she is winged. Currently.
So more than likely, she's sitting on the ground under the vessel, waiting for you guys to make a decision. Because
Yes.
I can tell you that having an airship is not going to be something she's going to be coping with in a lot of easy ways, because you'll be able to fly, and if you tell her she can't, that'll be really frustrating to her. So,
Of course.
and she can outfly you as far as speed is concerned. So, more than likely, you'll end up with her volunteering to be scout, whether you want her to or not.
Oh no, we'll just get some reins and get her hooked up to the front.
I
You
don't
can
think
have
that's
her drag an airship
Wow,
through the
dude.
sky.
I don't think that's how it works.
This is the truest form of the dragon wagon from way back when.
Nice.
Okay, Mr. Klaust.
Right, so it seems as though someone's telling us to take the beautiful runts back in time. But
Well, no, the issue is that it's written on his cabin door as if he left to go there.
what do you mean? Who? Oh, him.
Because he said that with this new revelation that he needed to go have another talk with
Oh,
Sam.
aye, he had to go find his staff. His Safi staff. So, I don't even know what to do. What do you think we should do, Glenn?
So I'm just confirming, is the gold dragon still in the cage?
Gold Dragon's still in the cage.
Yeah, that's what
More
I was
than
asking. What do we
likely-
do with him?
More than likely, Valere probably slept on the floor right in front of it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
I just imagine there's a cage and then Valere is just curled up like a dog in front of the cage.
Hey,
He's hoping that the love will come through and heal
he's
the dragon.
draconic. He's not canine.
No, I'm just imagining
So
that he's
I'm just saying
curled
his pose would be more regal.
Yes.
His head down between his. As compared to, I can talk.
So when I
up. So the gold dragon's in there just like, this seems a little backwards.
So, is the dragon still ugly?
It still has 8 eyes. Its lower jaw does distend. Yes.
If I take the cage itself, and move it out onto the deck to where the glorious light of Nimbus can caress its disgusting flesh, does it react at all?
Yeah, so it'll lean against the cage wall, try to soak up as much as it can, as any dragon would. Remember, it has to shift quite a lot because it doesn't want to have tan lines.
Mm. I seem to be caught in a paradox of character.
Since it's on the deck,
Yeah.
is Snowy coming up here to check out the ship at all?
Oh, good point.
Does she
She'd fly
see
around it. Well, she's wanted to see it.
Yeah,
Ever
so now
since
that
it-
it's on the deck, does she get a view of caged brother-in-law?
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, if you just drag the cage up and it'll make, I'm sure it makes some kind of noise, as it's still very insistent that it shouldn't be in a cage. Yeah, I'd say that she probably peeks her nose up over the edge. Friend, is that a friend?
Give her back the headband.
All right. Which way's the front?
Nice. Puts it on over her eyes. Hey, I can't see.
But you're much smarter now.
Oh no, yeah. But the thing is that when he puts it on for half a second, he's looking at it, putting it across her eyes, and then goes, Sunday? No. It moves moves the band up a little further.
I imagine it's like two-sided. One side has a creature that's not a dragon, and the other side's just blank. We keep putting the blank side facing out.
Probably with her horns, she probably just wear it around her neck. More than likely.
Oh no, I totally can see her like wearing it around like two of her horns. Totally like hippie, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One part hangs down over her shoulder. I totally.
Sure.
She's got little hair braid.
Great, so Snowy.
Oh, an infant.
Aye.
Why is it in the box with Kate? Why is it in a cage?
It was very upset,
Why is it in?
and it seems to have some sort of mutation.
Mutation. It's got more eyes.
Exactly.
She looks down at it and goes, "Are you mutated?" The little thing goes up and goes, "I just want to be free. Get me out of here."
Exactly. Very rude.
Its diction is amazing. It's
Almost
like it was born yesterday.
Villainous levels of diction it has.
That's the danger of Nycos.
What's that one actor's name?
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah. It reminds me of some irony voice that I've heard from eons ago. So, he doesn't belong in this time period, I think.
Well, he looks young.
Aye, very born yesterday.
That's what all that noise was?
Oh, aye.
I didn't even know you were pregnant.
I wasn't. It was Glims.
Glim. Was it the green?
It's so hard to tell.
I'm without words. I didn't even know it was possible.
Aren't we all? So, he brought this thing back from a long time ago.
Oh, was that when I was napping?
Aye.
That happens, you know. Dragons take naps and just ages fly by.
Exactly. And
Last time I fell asleep, there were more babies when I woke up.
so it comes from a time where there's some bad people doing some very bad things to dragon eggs. And
Whoa.
this is the result.
Oh. Now's when you make the call and I go save them?
What are you thinking about it?
I get to save people. And then they love dragons.
Exactly. That's the plan.
But you already love dragons, don't you, Glim?
Dragons love him.
If you know what they mean.
The little one inside the cage goes,
Frequently.
"Yeah, I'd like him for a snack."
You're a very nasty gold dragon, ain't you?
Yeah, got me in a damn cage. I'm gonna say gold very long. The hell?
He's being very rude because his godfather threw him in a cage.
And all of a sudden, you hear violin music. What do I gotta do? Kiss your ring?
Right,
I was
so
I don't
know what to do. I'm at a loss.
of words.
No,
No,
he really is. He doesn't know what to do with the dragon.
really don't know.
What's your thoughts?
Let him out.
Do you see the potential harm that could come from letting him out?
Do you see the potential good that comes from him also being let out?
No.
Yeah, let me out of here so I don't turn evil. That's a great idea.
See? Hey, that's a Glim answer. That's a Glim answer. See?
I can't believe it. I have to agree with the gnome. Let me out of here.
You were born yesterday. You shouldn't be able to talk.
Oh, well, you notice the cage is also getting kind of cramped in here. And he has grown about 1.5 feet, 2 feet.
They grow up so fast.
See, here's the problem. He's only going to be grown up in like 2 years, is what you said, aye?
Yeah, to adult strength, right.
Aye, and how long after that is he going to be dead?
Well, we're immortal.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. In the light of Nimbus, we are immortal. I only seek to return.
Does it actually look like the gold is washing away from him as he grows?
No, it is becoming less reflective. Its gold is becoming more dun-like, but not
Well,
real fast.
he's not a prismatic dragon to begin with.
Right.
He's not.
He's also saying that he gets to go home, which seems really strange because that's supposedly, according to the stories you were told by Cywin,
Right. Prismatics can't go. Or
non-prismatics
non-prismatics stay
can't-
here. They can't
Well,
go.
that's why I'm just curious if he's losing his color and becoming prismatic. That's what.
But even
No.
okay, but prismatics and metallics, neither one go home.
No,
Prismatics.
I'm
can't.
sorry.
No, the
Chromatics.
Chromatics and metallics don't go home.
The
Yeah.
point is that prismatics aren't grown from pre-colored eggs. Either.
No, I know they're not. So that's why I'm just curious if the process got reversed because of the situation with the eggs.
It is the asteroid. I'm telling you.
Yes.
What asteroid?
Oh, well, I could say asteroid. Maybe it was Astrid. It was the Eel Queen.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, we're thinking about taking you home. Would you like that?
Sure. Not that far up. I can jump in a couple of years.
Oh, aye. But you want to go to Blue Sky Nimbus?
Was it blue? I don't remember. I wasn't born then.
Exactly.
I was born here.
No, you weren't. Anyways.
Yes, I was. Right here.
Shh.
Came out of egg right
It's
here.
okay. Sleep well.
You're
This
good.
cage is for your protection.
You put me in. He's talking about the cage again. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I want out of the cage. Val, and I hope you don't make calling you Val, says Cywin. Says Cywin? Did I say Cywin? That was a Freudian slip. says Snowlin. It probably is not a good idea for him to remain caged. You know what? I can ask him if he'll stay and be kind.
The problem being is that what made him have extra eyes and legs and whatnot could be contagious.
And he starts singing Born This Way from.
Now, if Glim lets you out, do you promise to be good?
Inasmuch as I can remain reflecting upon the glory of the coins of my birth, yes.
Glim did not catch all of that, but okay. Gonna try and unlock.
Whatever.
You said you didn't know, so
We don't have a confirmation or a denial of anything.
Tried to talk it out, didn't work.
it laughs maniacally and then settles on the deck.
Ha 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 ha! I know.
So want to talk more?
Not right now. We're
Okay.
finding a way to get you home.
Entree.
Is there a plastic cart in here?
Plastic cart of what kind?
Um,
That's the only wheeled carts at all.
No.
yeah. Okay, there's no wheeled carts in here?
There are no wheeled carts.
Okay.
Somebody must have brought it in and played here and forgot to take it home.
Possible.
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 Oh, and Olivia's with us.
Yay!
Oh, okay. So, gonna retcon a moment because I didn't know she said it. Olivia does recommend you leave him in the cage.
Mm.
So does that make a difference to you?
Absolutely. He's in the cage.
I'm asking the person that unlocked it. You want to ask her? Maybe she'll explain to her why she thinks you should stay in the cage.
Yes, I am very curious, Olivia. Is there a sign from the bakery gods above as to why the dragon should remain in the cage?
Raccoons and Russians. This is not. We're not playing D&D today. We're playing R&R. Raccoons and Russians. She noticed that.
Raccoons and Ruskies.
Ruskies. Yeah. Exactly.
Ruski raccoons.
Yeah. She said don't let them out. So Olivia, they're asking. Please tell us your reasoning why we should leave. Oh.
Oh.
Snowland says, "Did you get a name?
Hmm?
Did you get his name, or
Doesn't
did
he,
you give him one?
doesn't he have one yet?
We all have them. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You were given my name by my mother.
Hmm?
Do you think she came up with it on her own?
Hmm?
No, she has to ask. So, what's his name?
Hey, what's your name, little Goldie ugly boy?
He's not very polite. He says, let me out and I'll tell you my name.
Tell me your name and I may let you out.
Confirm you'll let me out and I'll give you my name.
Confirm that you wouldn't go further than out of my eyesight, and I may let you out if you give me your name.
He's a little spicy. We should just start calling him Cinnamon.
No,
I like his sense of humor.
I don't.
She says, because dragons have been known to not keep their word when you ask them to behave. No, she just doesn't trust. What did we call him just a minute ago? Jeremy? It's in Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
I think it's an appropriate name
Jeremy
for
Irons.
this snake-like creature in the box.
Anyways,
What's in the box?
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm losing it.
breathe. What's your name? What is your quest?
What's your favorite color?
I think Jeremy works for now.
I think that's a bad
I
idea.
think it's about
I
okay.
think it's a bad idea.
Okay, we won't call him Jeremy. So let's go with
Jeremiah.
no. I got a name list. Why don't I use my name list? I actually have that for a reason, so I could do this, so I wouldn't have to
Need
think
a roll?
things up. No.
As long as it's not Pith Bottle Phlegm.
No, it definitely won't be Pith Bottle Phlegm. He's wrong race.
Thank goodness. You never know. You have like a 30% chance when you ask an NPC what their name is. I mean, Pith Bottle Phlegm. He gets everywhere.
Wondrous Rod.
Are you saying that I pith all over things? What are you saying?
do.
Pith all over the place.
I do probably pith in every campaign at one
I
point.
may
or
be the
another.
only character that has pithed for Pith Bottle.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yes.
He's made a decision.
Yes. No, I was going to make it and I realized no, that's probably a really bad idea.
Oh, that means it's the
he
best.
knows.
It's the best idea.
He's on to me, folks.
No, I was about to name him Tyndall, but we already have that problem. So no, let's go with Venaris.
Let me look in my little dictionary.
Wennaris. Venaris Greyblade.
He even gave himself a surname?
Family name.
So apparently all the
They-
dragons are part of the Grey Blades.
No.
Not brothers and sisters?
Right, so
Yes,
what's your plans to go home?
Oh, absolutely.
We want
I'm
to
looking forward to it. I've been training all of my life.
Ooh.
He goes,
What was his name
all
again?
14 Venaris. Wennaris. What do you mean it's not good? What does it mean in Draconic?
Share with
Well,
us, oh wise
The
one.
closest I can find, without looking a little bit more, if it is
Right.
spelled with a W or a V.
Uh-huh.
So you have Vor, which is dead, deadly, death slayer. Furim, which is buried, cave, submerged, and Var, which is clever, serpentine, and sly.
Okay, so it's Venvaris. There we go. Get you both of those concepts in there.
Great. I should get your copy.
Yep.
Right, so what a delightful name that is. Doesn't bode grey or ill or nothing like that. So we want to get you home, I think.
Good. Oh, can you get me some more of that rock?
Oh, aye. Where we're going, there's plenty of it.
No. I smell it on you.
Oh no, that's fake. It's just a toy.
No.
See, you scratch it, smells just like it.
No, the black stuff.
Oh, you don't even want the black stuff.
Oh, that smells so much better.
Glim is confused.
I tried to give him black stuff last time, didn't I?
No, you didn't want to because you didn't know what it was going to do.
You know,
to him.
because you brought it out, and he was like clamoring to get
I
out
want
of the
it,
box.
I want it.
Give it to me, and you're like, nope, I'm putting that.
Well, I tried to give him the powdered stuff. That
Yeah, he
he
doesn't like
used
it.
for fuel.
Yeah, he doesn't like
Right.
powder stuff.
He doesn't like black powder. Ooh.
Oh, she did point out that he was in a cage for a reason. So the fact that he's not in a cage, remember. But he's alright. He's being kind.
So we will allow him out of the cage if he promises not to leave sight.
Oh. The only problem with it is what happens if you fall asleep. Or your eyes fall out. I'm sorry if something happens to your eyes.
If my eyes can't see you, then you shouldn't exist.
Oh! Okay. So I will take that as a pledge that I can eat your... I mean, say that your eyes will be gone when I leave? When I can go home, I mean.
When you are in the place that you will be for a long time, my eyes will leave you. And you're gonna play these word games with me, Bucko.
We are after all at some form kin. Of course we're going to play word games. That's all we do. So, where are we going? We have a vessel. We're going into the sky.
We're going straight
It's
down.
going to feel so good. Straight down? But you bought an airship. This is going to be awesome.
We didn't buy it.
You got it.
Does this ship come with navigation tools?
Navigation tools?
Yeah.
There's the ground.
So just for
No
my
maps, if you're about.
for my
Compasses and stuff like that. Stuff to help determine direction.
Okay, realize that the only thing you have to deal with direction really is Nimbus itself. There's no
Mm-hmm.
stars, so you can't navigate at night at all. Except for dealing the time when Helios is in the sky. So.
Just curious if there's even a magnetic compass to point north or not.
Oh, sure. That you would probably. I think you already have one of those between you guys anyway, don't you?
magnetic
I don't
compass.
I know we have a radar system.
The search device, but
Yeah.
An armillary sphere. I love armillary spheres.
But unfortunately that's with a Wraith.
No, you left it with me.
He did leave it with you?
Mm-hmm.
Do we
with the
want-
Fellstone.
yep.
Do we want to see if we can inspect it to possibly give us another direction location? A goal?
No, we got to figure out what to do with this one first. We know that this one
Perhaps
has to
the
go
goal
to
in-
fulcrum. We know this one needs to go back to second iteration.
Perhaps those two goals will align at one point.
I'm gonna get down off the ship
Okay.
with the gold dragon, and I'm going to make a point of using his name. Benvaris.
Okay. So you're going back into town
Yes.
with a
Gold reptile.
a wormling.
Mm-hmm. Very tiny little gold dragon.
You don't make.
Can I carry him?
Yeah, he'll climb up on your shoulder.
Sure.
Wrap himself halfway around your neck. That's how big he is already.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start down the very first dock you're walking down, a SecGen Fargal, Faline will say, "Hey fella, I'll buy that off of you."
Get up here, and I'll walk away. Don't you have better things to worry about with your place blown to ass?
I'm a merchant. I do business. Dragon's a nice, easy trade item. Come on.
And go suck an egg. Snowy! I'm also gonna call her along with.
Okay. When she lands in the street, of course, people are going to scatter.
Mm-hmm.
Doors are going to close. Children are going to scream. That kind
That's
of thing.
great.
Okay.
We go right back up to the hill where Lily was. The healed Empress
Yes. Okay.
and all of her.
Okay. As you're approaching, there's the sorcerers are doing whatever magics they can to retrain themselves and get back to full functionality. As you're approaching, several of them are going to approach and say, "Hey, what are you doing with that?"
Do you know where the nearest poll to second iteration is?
What? You talk about as far? Oh no, as far as we've been out of the loop for quite a while. We haven't really got that much information on that. Your probably best bet would be to.
Do you know how to call your last engine back?
Well, that was not our operation, as you remember. That was part of the Tree Fallen Association and all of that. So
I thought you were, above board with it.
I'm sorry.
Above board, as in the know.
Actually, I was in charge of administration of other functions. So no, there's.
Where's the nearest Mavu Imports Emporium?
Well, it was in the basement, as you know.
The next nearest one.
Laterally, probably.
Haha!
Hold out the map here. Probably in Havoc.
How far is that?
Uh,
There's now a map that you can look at, folks, on the stream.
yeah, down in the corner. Well, they just want to find a way to bind him to this that gives him more freedom than the cage, is what she's recommending. She doesn't think she just think cage seemed cool. Yeah, you look at the map in the corner, so it may not be legible at that size. You might be able to see it. I can't tell, but Havoc is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's over 500 leagues.
And that's the nearest Mavu Imports. The biggest shipping company.
In the
In the
now.
Aye.
That's the nearest location in the now.
I didn't say the.
No, you had asked about iteration, so I already knew what you were looking for, and I'm telling you the closest one in the now is that far away. That's why they use the temporal gates, is because temporal gates are faster than actual physical travel.
So what's the closest one that's not now?
That isn't the one below us.
That can be used.
The frontier.
The big one.
The frontier, yeah. It's unstable. But if you're talking about the fastest way to get to a then, where there's a Mavu, is there.
Sounds.
Then you'd have to travel through to more than likely all the way to America.
Sure. With that information, I will go back to the place.
You'll get 7 more offers to buy the dragon, and 2 of them.
They don't run screaming from Snowy?
No, you made sure everyone knew that she's not a white dragon. You were very, very vociferous about that when you first got here, and so everyone got the message that
If I don't want to deal with crowds, I'm not going to let them believe what they want to believe.
But you didn't when you first came to town because
Sure,
she was in.
But then that got blown up, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, of course
You're doing the butter knife thing again.
What?
We talked about it a little bit before. You want to cut through.
Yeah.
You're not. What we talked about, you're not doing. You're using the butter knife again. I'm just clarifying.
Right.
Okay.
I just don't want to bother with people trying to sell it because I'm obviously not going to sell it.
I'm talking about the fact that you took it. I know you said keep your eyes on it, but you could have easily said keep his eyes on it, so that way they would have kept the dragon on board the ship. Taking it through town and dragging it all the way up to the crown is a butter knife approach. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you like to do the short version stuff. And we talked about this last week.
It's fine.
Okay. So I'm just drawing the attention to it. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, just
While he's gone and you're aboard the vessel, anything you want to?
you said that there is an oven here that's usable. in the
Yes.
valley.
Yes.
I'd like to practice some confectionery culinary mastery.
Excellent. You do have a certainly large number of eggs that you could make into souffles. Not kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
At this point,
Do dragon eggs need to be heated to stay so that they stay?
Dragons are not known to be warm-blooded. So
Yeah, with most cold-blooded things, they still need to be
They're-
maintained warm.
No.
I believe.
they're normally warm-blooded, but it's just magic, so it doesn't really matter.
right.
All I'm
But as
saying
far
is,
as as far as the incubation of the eggs,
yes, that's what
no.
okay.
Ambient room temperature is sufficient for them.
Okay.
Snowy was in the icy cold, so
Well, I don't know about metallics. I don't know if we need to start throwing the eggs in the oven and keep that fire going in order to make it so that they don't die.
No, that won't.
mm-hmm.
Just open the.
Sounds like a great idea.
So yeah, let's get into some rudimentary baking.
Okay. Of a magical or non-magical type.
Everything
Let-
he touches is magical.
Exactly.
Well, yes.
Have you seen the way he moves his hips?
There is that.
You're looking at my hips now?
He can whisk anything into magicality.
This is getting a little uncomfortable. Okay.
You're welcome.
50-50. Trying to use magic to create the...
What is it you were attempting? What would you like to do? We're gonna make Glim's level 1 spell or Glim level 2 spell, Glim level 3 spell.
Glim level 1, trying to make intoxicating aromas.
Oh, roll percentage dice.
Of course, the dice I don't have on me because I
have-
left them all in the car.
You have a 20-sided.
Yeah.
I got it.
Just roll it twice. First number is your tens digit, ignoring the 1, of course, in the case of.
Oops.
Well, he threw them at me. I think I
Threw-
have to use them.
He threw a knight at you.
He died.
Oh no, it's Rainbow Veil, but Glim doesn't identify.
Nice. Drum roll, please.
85?
85. Yes, as it turns out, there is a tub of starting to dehydrate purple in the back.
I think he took intoxicating aroma a little bit too literally.
I'm gonna
I
try.
wonder what this stuff will do.
I'm going.
Now, have you had an experience with purple?
Glim? No.
Okay, that's perfect then.
It's basically rutabaga juice, right?
Yeah.
Just
That's-
dark rutabaga juice.
Dark, ultra sweet rutabaga juice. And it's a little bit of a slurry. It's not quite jellied.
Mmm, chunky.
No, you can actually discreetly see the jellyfish in this.
Mmm, jam.
So because wizard spells typically will use material components, either
Yep.
either consumed or just used as a focal point,
I cast cookie.
I want maybe as another level 1 spell, I want to see if I can make a gaseous form of this. Basically trying to make aromas.
Okay. So.
The smell of
I'm not
fresh
trying to think what
baked
there's
cookie
a
burgle.
term for it. Blanching is what you do. So you take a couple of these out and you're going to put them, boil them in water, so that all that you're going to get is just the rudimentary aroma of the material cooking.
And I'm trying to find a way to incorporate that into magic to create the smell at will.
Okay.
Heavy study.
So you're trying to learn the smell so you can recreate it. With
Yes. Yes.
magic. I'm just to light it on fire. See what happens.
Boom.
A little bit of meta magic there because a certain person did that once long ago. By accident.
Wasn't me.
Go ahead, roll.
I want Glim to have a cookie cantrip. Just be like, want a cookie?
Just turn everything into
You
cookies.
just hear him munching, just grabs it right out of the air. Just one little ginger snap or something.
Maybe if I was a transmutation wizard, I could just turn any material into cookies.
Bones to cookies.
Okay.
They're a
Your
little
bones
flaky.
are now soggy.
They're a little flaky. Percentile?
Yep.
I'll do it on the table. That saves a little time. 28.
28. Okay. as you're walking towards the vessel, you see a half dozen people on the ground around it. Look like they were just literally. Yeah, and remember, you see a person walking by like a pie seller with a big tray of pies, and slump straight to the ground. Pies scatter all over the ground.
Does any of the pies make it?
Oh, there's several that skitter across the ground.
I'm just paranoid that
I'm
when he
gonna
falls
pick
of a
one
couple.
What's that?
I'm gonna pick one up.
Make your Constitution save.
Versus poison? Versus, okay. If poison matters at all.
No, I'm immune to poison.
Damage, but is he immune?
It's magic. No, it's magic.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm still immune to poison.
Is that from the paladin thing or from your scales?
I don't remember. Both.
Well, because the paladin thing isn't immune to poison, it's just immune to disease, but the scales I thought were immune to poison. But I don't know.
Scales are immune to poison.
But that's contact poison, not inhale.
Oh, okay. We just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
So Constitution save.
Yeah.
Con save!
So +5 for my charisma,
Mm-hmm.
3 for Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
If it's based on
21.
I was about to say, if it's based on my DC, it's just a 15 to beat.
Yep. The aroma. And have you had any experience with Burple before this? At all?
I don't think
Don't
you
think
have.
so.
I don't recall.
I have been around people who have done it.
Yeah.
Who have done it in my presence.
Okay. So you're just the aroma is not appealing to you, but it triggers your memory, but you can't remember where it came from.
Okay. Do I remember anything about it? That is bad. That is
Well, no,
good?
that you had issues. I think you had issues with they would seem to be like very desirous of it, and so you saw it as something that was bad from an addictive standpoint. But I don't think you remember what the experience was of it, since you're immune to it yourself. But when you climb up on the deck, you see him doing like this, and the aroma that's buffeting, just boiling out of the kitchen, is the very same smell. That's
On the ground was like 10%. This is 90.
Hey, what are you doing?
he picks up a squid, picks up one little jellyfish out of the pot with a pair of tweezers.
Baking!
Not with that, you're not. That smells right awful, and it's making everybody go cuckoo out there.
Perhaps some spices to reduce the smell.
Maybe some real ingredients instead of some random crap you found rotten in a barrel.
Or maybe we can make the smell stronger. It'll eventually go full circle and smell great. Let's try that.
So he pours off half the water.
My brain hurts.
As the water runs down the little runnel, the Venveris comes over and starts licking it up.
Oh, this is fine. Holy
And
cow.
falls face first into it.
Yeah, that'll kill 2 birds with one stone.
We got some nut juice.
Snowy,
Uh-huh.
plug your nose. Don't breathe in any of that purple shite.
Okay.
You're smart. Don't go playing stupid on me.
No, I imagine.
Sure. Is that more appropriate?
No.
I imagine she was doing the dumb voice just to be like the sarcastic kid, just going, "Yeah, Dad."
I've done it before.
Well, because he doesn't like the smell, I'll close the door to the kitchen so he doesn't have to smell
It's
it.
called a galley.
Galley, right? Right. If there's a door,
Would
I'll
there
close
be
the
a
door to the
door?
galley.
Closes the portal to the galley. Yes, there's portals to the galley.
So full ceiling doors.
Mhm.
Sure, that's fine.
Nothing bad could ever happen.
Nothing can happen here except for you to make a con save now.
I'm just gonna pick up the Venvaris.
Is he just barely within range enough?
He's asleep now.
Yes, and he's like bubbles are coming out of his nose.
I'll very gently lay him to bed in his cage. And
Leave the door open, or you can close the door.
no. Just letting him nap in safety. Then I'm picking up the cage gently, taking it up to the helm. Do we have a crew?
No, we've determined that you guys are going to run the ship yourself.
If was a terrible idea.
They would be asleep at this point, though.
So, I am going to figure out how to make this ship go.
How to weigh anchor.
I want to know how the ship go. I love it.
Okay, so
I love it.
right there, it's really funny. It happens to be right there next to the stand. There's a little shop down in the corner, and it's one of those sail ho, and there's a little sign in the window that says free sailing lessons.
This looks like the right button.
Here, let me help you. We now have this nice little MacGuffin
Right now.
reference that whenever I give out a plot point that seems a little too good to be true, there's your MacGuffin button.
Hooray!
He pushes.
No!
If you push the button, though, don't you go for it?
Does my button go up? Do I press the right? Wonka Vader?
There's not a button on the front at the wheel.
What does it look like?
It's a big wheel.
There's no control mechanism.
Big wheel. There's a metal pipe that goes from the back of it down along to the mast.
I will follow this pipe.
Okay, get to the base of the mast, and there's a huge, complicated set of gears. So turning that wheel moves a rod that spins these gears.
So I'm going to go over to the edge of the ship.
Okay. You see the ship is tied by ropes to the ground.
I'm going to look down over the docks where there's, I'm sure, a crowd of people because of the purple.
Well, there's actually the local guard have come and started extracting the downed bodies.
So I'm going to do the best persuasion roll I can and say, "Hey, does anybody know how to fly a ship? Would you like a job?"
Several different people raise their hands.
I can't say there'll be benefits, but there will be benefits.
Okay.
Or life insurance.
While you're talking about it, because there are guards down below you, a lot of people look up, look at the guards, and turn away. But a very thin, elvish kid, if you will, looks pretty young even for an elf, has his hair tied across the back, so he's got long hair straight down the back, but he's got two other sections of his hair tied across the back with this
pin.
Yeah, like pin device in the center of the back of his head. Rolled up sleeves, a little smudgy, a little dirty looking. His trouser has like a belt of pockets around it, and those pockets have little tiny bags attached to them. So he looks like he probably has anything he would need for his capability, and a rapier thin as a pencil at his hip, and he leaps over a couple of barrels, turns in such a way that he avoids the guards, and hand over hands up the rope to you. Gets to the top, climbs on board, and says, "I'm your man."
What's your name, man?
He says, I am... Yeah, that's me now. I had it just a second ago. I was going to do my own introduction, and I blew it. I am Timian.
Hey, Timmy. Can I call you Timmy?
Tim Tom Tim.
People do.
Do you like it?
I'll do if there's a steady paycheck in it. I'll do anything you say.
Okay, Timothy. Anyways, do you know how to sail this thing?
I do have experience as a sailor. I will let you know that I am a member of the guild,
Which one?
the Pirates Guild.
Oh, okay. What does that mean for a well-to-do sailor such as me?
Well, a well-to-do sailor such as you would prefer the term privateer.
I don't really care what you say, just what are you going to do?
Well, the first thing is, who do I get to count among my crew? Because a vessel like this needs at least a crew of 5.
Couple pots and pans bang around inside.
Oh, so you've already got a galley cook. That's good. That means you only need 4 more.
Hi, you got any friends?
As a matter of fact, he walks up to the bow of the ship. From across the way, you hear several other crow-like sounds respond. He goes, Yep, I'll have them here in just a jiffy. Where's the larder?
That's a good thing to find out.
Is that abaft or forward?
Yes. One of those two, I'm sure.
Oh, we have so much to talk about.
I just got the ship, dang it, okay?
Yes, I see that.
Don't know whether
Dan-
the tits or the stern are. I don't know.
Damn rich kids always buying vehicles not knowing how to drive them because daddy paid for them.
Nice.
I quested for the ship. It didn't come with a crew.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be more specific in your genie's paw.
So, after a bit, 3 more people come over the deck. Let's see. So we have Timian. So somebody's writing these down because I'm not going to remember them.
Hey,
I have no writing implement or
here you go.
tool to write upon.
Here you go.
Oh no, my hands, they stopped working. Oh no. Oh no.
If you don't remember your crew, it's going to be your own problem when you wake up and you don't have a ship and they do.
Yeah, it's not my crew.
Timian Brooke.
I'm just the galley cook.
Oh, one of them you
Okay,
recognize.
you're
The
just
second
the
guy that
guy
comes
there.
on board, you recognize.
Hmm.
A halfling by the name of Burglecat.
Burgle cat?
Burglecat.
I don't recognize it.
Oh, don't remember it. Okay. Spry knows his ropes. He literally, instead of climbing like the other guy did, one of the stern ropes, he actually walks across the
You
rope.
know, I do remember one person that might be great for this crew.
Really?
Aye, it's like a live?
Would there be Olivia the Rogue that might want to be a member of the crew?
There might be. What'd you do that for?
Because I don't know how long I'm going to be holding on to this, and I don't know if those are notes that you need.
Those are his notes.
Yeah.
Tore them right out. This is why we can't have nice things, Glenn.
I don't like
Make
running
sure
the
to
risk
save
of
them.
crumpling papers.
Oh, good. It's not like you could have said, John, can you give me another notebook? I only have 15 over here that are unused. Yeah. The third one over the deck is.
Do we have dead Tom?
Do we have Olivia? She hasn't responded yet.
No.
She might not be. She might be. She.
Busy. Relaxing.
A placeholder for her.
Oh, yeah. Next one
No
comes
name
over.
Jim.
Next one come over. Actually, is bringing in his hand a jug of rum. Staggers a bit as he comes over the edge. Has a little bit of a tough time climbing over. As he does, he's overbalanced a bit because at his hip is a tulwar. It's a big, broad, Arabic-looking blade, wider at the cutting edge, and
The Aladdin blade.
right. His name is Johnny Djanni Dunharrow.
I'm looking for an Angel Marie.
Angel Marie.
Bug-eyed, scarred-faced baby eating O'Brien.
What? I'm sorry.
Have you seen Muppet Treasure Island?
Okay, no, I've seen it, but I don't remember that one. No, and
During a roll call. There you go.
Butt ugly, baby eating ugly,
Bug-eyed, baby eating, scar-faced O'Brien.
and a
A really
woman with
beautiful lady comes out and goes,
with a super deep manly voice.
nice.
Angel Marie. Horribly ugly, bug-eyed,
Muppet.
scarred up.
Muppet.
goes, I.
And each time they're while they're doing the
Look
roll
at
call,
the
they're
names.
just
I'm trying to expect them to be what they're not. I get you.
yeah.
No, the last one comes over. Looks more like. I guess you'd say he looks like it. Looks like his name. His name's Albert Thidwiddle, and he actually is a logician, quartermaster. Actually, is the proper term. He's a quartermaster, so he knows cargo, manifest documentation, this kind of stuff, all the business angles.
He quartermasters.
He is a quartermaster. Yes.
He mastered his quarters.
And
yours.
he does warn you, though, he did have experience working for A&A Shipping, so that Some people don't even give him a job when they find that out, but he just wants you to be aware. that he has
I'm one
that.
of them.
Bye!
Who won't let him work?
No.
Or you're one of A&A.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which way he was going to go with that.
No.
So that's your crew. Should have 4, right?
Oh, and just for clarification, I did remember the people down below.
Mhm.
That was A&A, not Mabu.
Right. Okay.
A&A was working with the Tree Fallen Society.
That's right. So I misspoke when we both
I
meant
went
the
with it,
same
and then I
thing.
remembered. I was like, wait a minute, A&A. Oh yeah, that's
I failed my remember check.
that's the ones I don't like.
All right. So Johnny gets to work getting the ship released from the dock structure, and
You said Johnny was DJNNI?
yeah, DJANNI. So you don't pronounce the D.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Dunharrow.
So I'm gonna take out my dragon coloring book,
Okay.
rip out the last page. You know, that's the empty page that has like the credits on it,
Right.
and like
If
you
someone
know, just
has
like
them
one
already written
ugly
on it.
dragon or something on it.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start writing a contract on the back of it
Okay.
in crayon, of course.
Okay.
You know, just
Totally official.
this is the Captain Valere of the ship. Leave a blank. And
Leave a blank. Liva, L-I-V-A,
hereby sign
B-L-A-N-Q-U-E. Leave a blank. That's an
here
info
to
ship.
be a member of the crew and support Glim the cook and Wraith, Tennyson, and the Captain Valere to the best of your abilities, and be good to each other and us. Amen.
You pass it by each one of them without even looking at it really, make their marks to get to Albert. Albert reads through this all and says, "You know this is Drac."
Dragon.
No. Referring to a thing of not valued. But since my friend signed it, just let you know, this will never hold, even in a captain's court.
Aye, but have you met the judge and jury? Claude, Quickblade and Fagrach. Judge, jury, we're good.
Executioner's in the galley.
Aye. Makes a real great prisoner stew.
Oh, no. Just
No, we're just
put
playing
you to
with
sleep.
We didn't know what we're doing. We just wanted to hope that you wouldn't kill us in our sleep. That's all.
Oh, now, truth be told, the fact that you're giving us opportunity, once we're free of the Flotsam and Jetsam, we will be glad to tell you a bit of our stories and explain to you why we were more than willing to take this job for literally a song, since we haven't yet figured out what you're going to pay us.
Sounds delightful.
All right, so
A couple more banging from inside the galley.
the door opens. Big burly guy says, "Oh, by the way, Albert, tall, stocky. Think of the guy that does the voice for the Tick, with a really thick mustache. That's kind of what he looks like."
So real quick, what are the races of the crew that we have?
We have one halfling, which was Burglecat,
And you got the elf,
which was Timian.
What
Timmy
kind
and Rogue.
did he
Timmy and
visually
Rogue.
look?
What's that?
Did he visually have a kind of elf?
No, he
Ambiguous.
certainly can't be Primus, because Primus would never let themselves get into the physical state he's in. It's more than likely an Andrin. They're the most common, but he might be.
Just wondering if he had dark skin or something really obvious.
Yeah, no. And you had Burglecat, you had Timian,
Johnny.
you had Johnny Dunharrow, who is human.
Human. Ooh,
Oh,
human.
Johnny.
And Albert Thidwiddle.
Albert Thidwiddle. and Helbert Thidwiddle is Goliath.
Does he have really small glasses?
No.
Monocle.
Well, he seems smart enough.
Monocle.
That's his girlfriend.
Ha!
Monocle.
Oh.
They used to call her a Cyclops. I don't believe it.
You can only look at her with one eye at a time.
No, when he shows you a picture, it's clearly a Cyclops, and he's like, "This is my girl. This is Monocle. Isn't she beautiful?"
Beautiful!
Glasses indicate plural. That's a monocle.
Right, so, we are heading, to
Well,
The
right
frontier.
now we are heading out of the environment of the city. Before we talk, I hate to tell you, they're developing somewhat of a spy network you may not know about, using birds and flying people.
Oh, I am sure.
The
They're run by a
Section
right
80
bastard under the ground.
Under what?
What?
Yes, you see. So let us get outside of hearing range before we have any serious conversation about where we might be going, because it's much better if it's ambiguous for all parties involved. Isn't that right, men? Yes.
Oh, someone should. Who's the larder master?
Quartermaster
Aye. Quartermain.
Albert Thidwiddle.
He should go check on the cook.
Yeah, that's who he actually
Aye,
was.
he's a.
That's who was going to.
Last time
I'm
he
assuming
was-
this was right before he came in.
He was
Yeah.
cooking something that was rotten in a barrel, and
Yeah.
it's no good.
He opens the door and goes. He opens the door, takes a big whiff. Ah,
Purple cloud just
yeah.
poofs.
He goes.
A wall, a
Oh.
literal
He goes.
wall.
Oh, smart man, starting to make the grog already. This is going to be a great cruise.
He does that cartoon thing where he takes out a butter knife, cuts a hole in the smog, pulls it out.
Eats it.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
And actually has.
He's eating it. It's
Puts
cotton
it
candy.
back in the hole, walks away.
Okay, if it's that thick, I actually have to be paranoid and wonder if I've made cotton candy purple.
Are you dead yet?
My con save was an 18 base.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Everyone gets a +5.
Well, no, because the ship's big enough that only people are close to
Okay,
you.
not you.
Because you were down with them.
I ain't going anywhere near it.
Yeah, but sure, let's go with that. That's what the consistency is that you end up with.
I've got purple cotton candy.
It's the comedy sketch of you got the pot on there to boil, and you go, oh, it needs to be warmer, so you turn it up, you walk away, and then it's just frothing. So when he opens the door, it just kind of rolls out.
Well, if he wants cotton candy, he probably had like a spoon, was trying to like whisk it, but it was like a ladle with all the holes,
Right.
and as it's flinging around inside the giant cauldron, it's just
Right.
stringing up
Right.
cotton candy. I have a cotton candy machine at home.
Yes.
There we go. We can make. Oh my God! There we go. We're definitely doing this. We're get some purple sugar.
Sure, this is no.
This can't go wrong.
It's a full industrial size one too.
Good. We can start making some from selling this stuff.
I
Sell
also
them in
have
the
a
store.
popcorn machine and 2 snow cone machines.
Yeah, we're going to be going to county fairs. It sounds like
Sounds good.
selling Nycos that way. Yay!
No, we'll go to the county fairs, and with every purchase of a snow cone, you get to play.
What
in
veil
the
do you want your ice to be?
Exactly.
I'll take rainbow.
Okay, that's up
Nice.
to you to make.
No, it's up to Raldrum.
Alrighty. So about an hour after they circle, they just do this big lazy circle, expanding like a spiraling out. So you get a chance to look over the devastation.
What does the sky look like?
It's the same deep
Mauve.
mauve as usual. The candle is slightly different because it's just a thin
Mm-hmm.
center of what it used to be.
I was wondering if it had changed at all from that.
No, but the only thing that you note now is in the flattened portion of the center of the city is for lack of a better term, it looks like a diving bell. Basically, it's got a large metal base and slowly gets smaller to a hexagonal shaped body, and then up to like a cone-like thing, and at the very tip of the cone is a crystalline, looks like a crystalline bowl facing upward.
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, and down the side of it, it says NASA.
Morayan Affairs Society at Large.
NASA. No.
Mm-hmm.
Noraya instead of Mariah.
Mm-hmm. It obviously got scraped off in the explosion.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
Sure, it's fine. All right. So as they get out, the Timian basically calls the crew together, brings them so they can present them to you as the owners of the vessel, and says that I assume you're taking on the role as captain.
Aye, aye.
You learned something.
No, I had something in my eye.
Well stated.
I have a large double-bladed hilt with a little tiny dagger, and I'm carving my name into like right behind the steering wheel.
Yeah, you got the arm, the long blade, the long scabbard
Yeah.
over your arm, so it's like you. Nice.
Valere.
So he says, well, and begging pardon, Captain, but I therefore would be assuming the role as first mate.
Sounds great to me, mate.
I'm Timian Brogue. This is our chief of the topsails. Points at Brogocat. And Brogocat shimmies basically up the mast and back down the mast as fast as it takes. And I've ever seen the sailors that are really good at it. They take a chunk of rope and they throw it around the back of the mast.
Yeah,
And ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
The logger.
Right.
Fine.
Yep. Gets to the top, basically grabs a rope and swings down. As he swings down, it drops the sail, so it gets extra.
Good job, Quasimodo.
Do it again.
You go,
You're high in the kitchen.
no, he made his save.
I made the save. I'm coming out here and I'm carrying a bunch of cotton
Yeah,
candy.
cotton candy on sticks, yeah.
Please let it blow away. Please let it blow away. Please let...
Glim shoves one right into your face. Try.
I dodge. Do an attack roll if you're trying to get that thing anything near me.
Well,
It's more
so
or less a
when you walk out,
attack
when you
roll.
walk out with it, the third guy, Thidwiddle, says, "As quartermaster, I would recommend a extreme limitation to the access to the confectioners.
Confections?
In this case, yes."
I like that a lot. Could you restrict them so much that you wouldn't even know they existed?
No, sir, because the best way to maintain morale is to provide a healthy serving from time to time.
You do that. Just not to me, Snowy, or the little dragon. Try to keep him away from it too.
Okay. Well, I was only referring to the crew, and I didn't anticipate your guests to be part of the crew.
Oh, I.
Well, except for, of course, the galley master, and he can have what he wants. I mean, you don't muzzle the oxen that trod your
Sure,
grain.
sounds great.
All right, and Denharo says, "Well, yeah, and I'm particularly good at all forms of sailoring,
Such as?
scrubbing the deck, weighing the anchor,
How much does it weigh?
raising the mizzenmast."
How much does the anchor weigh?
You'd have to ask the Navy. I'm not certain.
I thought you weighed it all the time.
I do.
Oh. Anyways,
Are you familiar with a windlass, sir?
no.
Because you never fail to win, right? So you're never windlass.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, a windlass is the metal thing back there in the back that pulls the chain. Now he's explaining it to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I could give you some lessons if you'd like to. So at least you'd be able to weigh your own anchor.
Looks heavy to me.
I don't think he understands the concept. No. Thank you.
Melts in your mouth.
Does.
Melts your mouth.
Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Oh,
They're all dropping like flies.
no, Burgle Cat doesn't understand his weight.
I just
Oh yeah.
put
Yeah,
form.
right. Burgle Cat kind of stumbles a bit and goes and sleeps in a corner.
Dead Tom's dead. That's why they call
Well,
him
unfortunately,
Dead
won't need
Tom.
his services for a while anyway. So the ship's up and going. Now to the direction making, and then the storytelling.
Aye.
Which do you prefer first? Do you want to choose a direction and go that way, and then find out where we want
North-ish.
north-ish?
Towards the frontier.
The frontier's east.
We need to go to a store real quick for a pet stop, and then we're heading to the.
Whoa.
Time out.
We're going to a storm. You're going to attempt to sail the seas of fate?
Aye, I do it all the time.
That can't be true. You don't even know what the end of the ship is. Where would I find the mizzen mast?
Is it right there?
Lucky guess. Lucky guess. Okay, so which is the?
I didn't say I personally sailed the damn thing. I've been through a few holes in the sky.
Is he kidding, or have you actually sailed into one of these storms?
I believe that he has been sailing through them. We found a train.
The train was the last one we took.
You need to cut down on your excess to the purple yourself.
I told
If
you.
you keep implying that I'm getting into the supply too much, you'll be cut off.
No, I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm suggesting that if you say that a train can go where a ship can go, that's just silly.
Don't make Glim cut you off.
No.
Frosted marbles.
Jim. Dead Jim. Really dead Jim.
It's old Tom. Real old Tom. Dead Tom. Hi.
Yes. Okay then.
Another month. I just watched that movie. It's really good.
Yes.
Right. So we head north-ish.
North?
Well, east is the storm. East is the storms. North is the current location of Quantivis. So I'm not sure what you wanted to go for.
Wait, isn't East the... Isn't it the local Rudbacon Festival over there?
No, that was last month.
That was last month?
Aye.
But it's also east is the frontier. So yes.
Okay, so meta talk.
Sure. Meta talk.
Real
What?
quick. I don't know what to do. Because if we take the little dragon to Quantivis, it's probably going to die. However, because it was his people a long time ago that did the thing, that we may find a cure in there. Or we could go try to drop it off at the nearest UP Mavu place and get it shipped back the second. Because we can trust them to get it done. It's what they do.
It's true.
And that's as far as my plan goes.
So is this a conversation for me or the stream?
Yes.
In particular, it's for you. But
Okay. If you want my honest opinion, let's just go with Quantivis.
Why?
because it's the now.
It's in the now. Going into the past could cause a few more complications. And if he does have a cure, like you're mentioning,
You have 999 more.
Well, we have the one who we can administer to it now, and the rest we can administer later. But if we drop him off in the past, he could cause problems, and then when we get the cure-all and we go find him, we might be in a problem and we can't find him.
Quick reminder: he is from a then. He's not from a now.
Mm-hmm. And I would rather
everyone
not
comes
ruin
from
the
a
now
place.
if I can help it. Because I'm looking to the future. But also, we know that he is from second iteration. We also know that you didn't see a whole lot, if any, metallic of these kind of dragons running around. They were mostly introduced as chromatics, if I remember, but I wasn't here, I was watching the stream. So
we didn't really come into contact with any dragons in particular. One of us saw them from a distance away very clearly. I saw them, so they're kind of at that horizon point where they all kind of blend in with the sky.
right.
And picking out a color would have been difficult.
Yeah.
And taking time to specifically go to second iteration and fix it is not going to happen because we have too much going. But I feel it's in the best interests of everybody to get this dragon there without him dying
Or changing color.
or ruining everything.
So he sees it as pretty important.
More that the longer that it exists now, the more likelihood it has of affecting it. If it's capable.
Yes.
And the fear outweighs the possible good because he's not acting like any young dragon that he's met thus far. Because he's met two. They were pretty nice. Even the white one.
Hey, I threw my hat in on Quantimus. I don't really have much other input. Glim does not have any stakes in either way. Ooh, look! The galley is not being manned right now. Perhaps maybe we need something to eat and drink on this.
Alright, but I'm talking meta of
Yeah.
how to...
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm getting at. I know you want to go for Quantimus.
No, but okay.
And-
but he's also asking what if not Pontivus, what other thing do you think that has equal weight?
And that's what I'm getting at. I don't see anything else. Getting the dragon back is inconsequential to me. He can stay, he can go, so long as he's not
You
mucking
have
around.
999 more of them though.
Yeah, and
That are going to hatch within a short period of time.
exactly. So that's
I'd
why
also
I was
rather
arguing for Quantivis, because if these are infected and he has a cure, we're going to need to go to him anyways.
More than likely his cure is going to be to make some omelets.
But we don't know until we try. And
Sure. And when we try and fail, then we lose our chance. Welcome to my
Welcome to the
paradox.
dilemma. Yeah. All right. So let's see. It is.
So head vaguely northeastern.
It's 8:30. Let's go ahead and take a short break,
Sounds good.
and we'll be right back. We'll be right back, folks. See you in a few moments.
Oh, are we still muted?
I'm not going to redo all of that.
It was really good, folks. You weren't here, but it was
John
really
revealed, for all the other streams watching, John revealed all of your secrets.
I gave the
Yeah.
secret to Nycos away. We're done.
good.
No.
Yeah, we know how to win. We know where the key is.
Friday is now level 25 characters.
No.
You might think you're level 25 after you keep cooking that for a while.
Yeah. The
purple
quick
Marshall.
version, since we did say it and they didn't need to hear it, the quick version is that they did hear Rogum's broadcast from the Cauldron Emergent episode, Stage 1 Complete, wherein he outlined the agenda for a group known as the Gathering of Magics.
The Independence Day speech.
Pretty much the Independence Day speech.
We will not go silently into the night.
It was an acknowledgement, if you will, that here it is on the eve after Thanksgiving that we're dealing with colonization. There we go.
I gotta say, as a character or player to player, good job. It was really awesome. I greatly appreciated it.
And now the party's trying to decide what the
As a character, so that was very important, and I want you all to know that we are working to fuck up their shite, as you will.
Fuck up your shite.
Aye. And
What's shite mean?
anyways, so
I think it's a type of house cat.
but we still got to deal with what we got to deal with. We still got to figure out what to do if we're going north or east. So right now, start heading northeast.
Aye, northeast. Alright, so you're heading in the northeasterly direction, which will theoretically put you close to the frontier. It won't actually put you into the frontier. So you will pass north of it through, and if you continue on this course, it'll take you back basically vaguely in the direction of the Green Dragon's Forest.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out which to take care of first. Matt, do you have any final words to say on which one we should do first?
Matt is the player, no, not Matt is the character. Not Glim is the character.
I was going to say, is there a map that I didn't know about? Like I said, my vote was Quantivis, but I can see what you mean by other options.
Right. So
So yeah, I
Quantitas is still your
I
best.
follow the captain's orders.
But again, that's the character. But the point you're making is that you have you would prefer to deal with things in an environment of the now rather than being in another when.
Yeah, you're correct. I instead of time hopping all over the place and risking somebody finding out what's going on, if in the off chance of escape, much rather just take
Well, if we
care
go
of it.
back in time, the only thing that's going to happen, if we can help it, is to find the nearest Mavu Imports office and give them a large package to ship.
Yeah, he just wants. He's a large package, meaning the bag holding.
As in a
large number of
crate.
packages.
A crate.
A crate of all of them.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You're sending the entire. I'm just clarifying. You're wanting to send the entire kit and caboodle
Yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular you would like to continue to research in the meantime? Because the one thing that you have on your side is time. Because whether you go into the frontier or stay out of it, you still have several days to
Choose.
decide what you want to do with it. What you want to discover about the eggs. If you want to do, what I'm saying is you have time to manipulate them. Since you were the one that rescued them, you can maybe inscribe your name on every one of them. Glim was here. Glim is your friend.
He's going to name every single one. Glim Jr., Glim Jr., Glimothy,
As tempting as that sounds.
Glom Jr., may he rest in peace.
Oh my
Crumbs.
goodness. Maybe that would be weird if that is the temporal distortion ends up turning Ralgrim into Ralglim.
Time
Have
to
we checked
study.
to see if the portable hole is still here?
I have it.
Do you?
When did he not have had it?
I'm just saying because Wraith went back in time to find.
Oh, you're making sure that, yeah, no, he would not have. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, he had a specific thing he asked me to go look into. So.
I was trying to make it easy on us.
Oh, it's already gone. We don't worry about it. Done over.
Darn.
Yeah, that's a Nycos solution. Oh, we don't have to worry about it anymore. Kick it down the street.
Okay, so Glim, are you okay with sending these things back?
Give Glim a little bit of time to do some studying.
Aye, no hatching. Aye.
No, just seeing what we can gain from insights.
Great. Also, don't tell anybody that they exist. Anybody.
Tell what with who?
Exactly.
The crew.
Anybody.
Mm.
Especially a Quantumist character should we meet him first. Okay.
Got it.
These do not exist.
Okay.
Good.
And as long as they stay in their alternate dimension, this is a true and legally binding statement.
Yes. Ooh, that's an idea. That's a bad idea. Never mind. No?
While he's contemplating his possibilities, what would you like to know about the eggs? What else would you like to discover?
So many options. So many outlets.
Real quick, because it's part of my planning, what's the nearest large city? Besides Mariah, that's now
Beyond there? From where you're going? Oh, no, where you're going near to?
Yeah.
Last Hold, which is a dwarvish.
Someplace that might have the veils. All of them.
Oh, probably you'd have to go as far north as Mirmadoon. That takes you. You'd already be past the.
Well, we've been through there
That's the
before,
frontier.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another option.
About midnight, ahead of you. Remember, at night you guys have to, unless you're going to just dead reckon and just hope to fly straight, you're more than likely going to want to tie off at sunset because there is no star to follow, so to speak. So are we tying off, or are we? This is before you commit. You're not actually up into the mountains yet. You're still approaching the mountains. We haven't crossed the frontier or anything yet.
I want to check the fellstone detector.
Okay. Fellstone detector indicates that there is a signal of a fellstone, and it points due north into the taller of the mountains, part of the Grithwall, the backbone of the Grimholt mountain range.
Can we use that to reckon?
Good point. It'll be a disadvantage at first, but I can see where over time, as long as you keep that bearing off to a certain point, you can.
We
at least...
wouldn't know which direction we're going, but we know we were going closer to where we're going. Hopefully.
Well, no, actually, this is what a sextant does: is it measures from a source. So if you have that as the source, when you measure again, it won't tell you. It won't tell you bearing. It won't tell you bearing, but
Right.
it will tell you distance.
Right.
So
It won't really tell us like we're going north But
you
we're
can.
going 3 degrees off of the fellstone.
But you can also therefore go. I want to stay X number of miles away, and curve it and navigate a curve.
Right.
So you can actually set a course with it if you wish, and try that.
I want to give it a shot because we have 3 days or however many days. To
Sure. In the worst case, in the morning you'll look down and figure out how far off your course you are and try it. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make your first check. That's
What
gonna
check
be,
would you like?
percentage dice roll.
46.
Okay. Is that higher or lower?
Yep. Sure, it's lower.
46. Roll me a d20 real quick.
A D20. 19.
Goody.
You need to be higher.
And you said you were lower?
Yep.
In the morning you find yourself still on dead course. Good job.
Hey, 10 more weeks of this and we'll be good to go.
Yay! Okay, so that's interesting because you didn't pick that fellstone up until after the cataclysm. Anyway, ahead of you in the dark, as you're traveling along, you see a beam of pure white light going straight into the heavens from an area that's forested and not known to be populated.
Going into the heavens.
Yeah, going just straight up into the sky
From the ground.
from the ground.
Clearly, its source is the ground.
Yes,
Where's it going?
into the sky, just straight up. So you can navigate to it, but you can't necessarily navigate where it's going. It's not focused. It's not a focal point. It's just think of it like a spotlight.
So it's a
Cone, kind of.
It's a very, very, very narrow cone. It's a beam of light, but it's distorting over distance.
It's
so
dissipating as it gets farther away from its origin source.
Right.
Does it seem to be doing anything else?
Static searchlight. Looks like.
Okay. Do any of you recognize that light?
Nope.
Does it look anything like the light that came and blew up Mariah?
Well, it's a white light, but it's not 3 miles across.
It's
a
not
much
the
smaller
white
beam.
light.
And we are familiar with like lighthouses and such. There are such things on the mountains and such, but this is not one that's on any of the
Charts.
known charts. And Throckmorton's the only one. I mean, yeah, Throckmorton. Edmund is the only one that would know, and he doesn't recall anything like this.
It's where we're going.
It's on course. It's not
Okay.
the destination, but it is a course. It's on the
way.
course. Yeah, it won't
It's on the way.
won't interfere for you to investigate with if you
Okay.
want to look into it.
Glenn, what do you think? Do you smell
Continuing
anything
with the
on the
studies.
breeze?
Okay. What was it in particular you're looking for with the eggs you were saying?
So the first question that I have is, how stocked is this galley? With
thro-
confectionery.
Edmund brought in cooking supplies. There's enough for you to make all kinds of food. It's not meant specifically to be a confectioner's shop per se, so you don't have much in the way of sugars and things like that, but you do have lots of regular cooking supplies.
Do I have peppermint by any chance?
Because he learned a lot of his cooking from the dancing gnomes, does he have to dance while he cooks?
I do a little jig as I...
He probably hums a little
He's got to keep the
lively
rhythm
little.
somehow.
Exactly.
Otherwise, he doesn't know what to do.
No, otherwise it won't turn out as good.
Pass the blue chip on the left-hand side.
Daylight come and
There we
all
go.
home. Funny, I'm singing that song as the light comes up. Yes.
Fort goes, hello! Wrong movie. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I just imagined that's actually Gnomish. It just sounds like the Swedish chef.
I'm game.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yes.
But you were, yeah.
I was asking, is there a supply of peppermint?
Anything on the herb levels, which is like the mints and things like that, would be very, very rare. You have very little of that.
Did you take any of the herbs from the last hag's house we went to?
I would grant that he has some of them.
Yeah.
You would have your own supply. So I was getting at.
Yeah,
There
Just
isn't
not
good-
the special herbs.
Just none of the children herbs.
Okay.
No, little
the little powdered
little
pepper.
Timmy's soul isn't
The
with
powdered peppermint patty he left alone. I had to go there.
This is peppermint.
This is peppermint patty.
Unrolls it slowly. Oh no.
Patty, no!
Why?
A little like demon soul starts lifting out of the chili.
Wonderful. So,
Well, it is Diablo's.
Hot.
Glim is very curious on the possibility of imbuing properties from one thing into another.
Please do explain.
Well, perhaps if we could imbue the properties of peppermint into another dragon, it'll be like a cool start. Very, very cold abilities.
So he's going to use
Peppermint to imbue.
Portal Vinveris with flavorings. He will become your tasting mouse.
I'm not aware of this. Therefore, I
Well, no,
can't have
Vinveris
a
is in his
horrible
cage,
problem
though.
with it.
You go back out, Vinveris is in his cage. Fortunately, he sleeps a long time, so he hasn't woken up yet. But
If he wakes up, then I'll let him know.
But what better place to keep him than in the galley?
Sure.
He's out of the way, and the fumes will keep him asleep, so he won't be unruly.
If you're taking him there, I don't know anything about it. I'm in the front looking at the light.
you're gonna drag
Hey,
I'm
Albert!
trying to give you
Hey,
leeway.
Albert! Give me a hand.
Albert. Oh, Albert goes, sure. Ooh, dragon stew. I've heard it's really good.
Kill him.
Maybe when the storehouse is run a little low.
Ooh, okay. I'll get my knives.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not.
So there we go. Glim is trying to imbue peppermint into dragons.
What egg are you going to try it on?
No, he's not imbuing the eggs. He's going
Yeah.
to imbue.
Well, I would like to do the eggs,
Embarrassed.
but I'd like to see
You're
if
trying to imbue it in the
Oh,
egg
you're
to
gonna-
make it hatch as a peppermint dragon.
I see.
combination of A and a column.
So are
column
we
A,
doing
column
this?
B.
So are we doing this as a kind of Jamaican rub, or are you going to marinate them?
Yeah,
Pickling.
Glim. What are you going to do?
Pickle
with the egg?
them? Oh God, we're gonna have another war on board.
Why?
So I need to do a divine sense on his.
Nice,
Nonsense.
nice reference.
I think I need to do a divine sense on what the hell you're planning.
Well, you'd hear the the thing is that from the front of the ship, you would hear the banging of pots because to pickle something, you have to have large jars and a pressure cooker.
Well,
so
I
he's-
just assumed I trust Glim implicitly. I would never think that he would do anything horrible to dragons.
especially after he saved all those eggs.
Yeah, he's a dragon hero. He didn't know that they were all cursed and effed up and gonna rot when you touch them to a true dragon egg.
Yeah, you told me they're rotting. I need to find a way to preserve them.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this light up front, and I'm not gonna worry that anything
Wow.
bad is happening right now.
All right.
That's how you solve a paradox. You don't get involved.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna go,
Meta, I want to find a way to see if it is possible to have the peppermint dragon be a thing.
Yes, I get that. But the process that you're recommending is a process of cooking.
Okay, so
To
yeah.
pickle something is to cook it.
It wouldn't
Even-
cook it, but it would chemically alter it.
No, it does. It is actually a cooking
Well,
process. You have to
pickling
heat it up
is-
to a boiling. The stuff inside the jar must be boiling hot to get rid of all the impurities before you seal it.
That's to preserve it, but I
That's-
think if you're just making a quick, because people do it all the time on chopped, and they only add vinegar and a couple other things, and it pickles it because it chemically, it's like ceviche, like it cooks it with acid.
No, I get that part. But you're putting in a whole.
Yeah,
a whole,
it'll kill the egg either way.
Yes, it makes it no longer viable. That's what I
Right.
was getting at. You would know that.
Pickled eggs are a thing.
Pickled eggs are a thing, but pickled eggs are not viable, and they're something you eat.
Right.
So are you?
Well,
Since you're aware of
I
that.
was just asking because we did establish that these eggs are hardier.
We
Yes.
decided no.
But
It
I'm
was
saying
when I asked
the reason
whether or
why
not
the
they
reason why I
needed
made the
to run in
joke
an oven.
about Jamaican rub is that if you do dry chemicals on the outside, it's more likely to do it only to the shell itself. Whereas if you add heat, which you have to do to pickle,
There's one other ingredient he's not thinking of yet, which I have. There's one thing we know that gets inside the eggs.
that's your way up at the front of the ship, which you pointed out. So.
Yeah, I've done.
Yep. All right. So, you bring out the big pot, and even Albert goes, "What are we doing?"
We're going to see if we can make a new dragon.
Don't you need to have a living female dragon first? Because when two
Snowy.
dragons really love each other,
Snowy looks around.
well, Snowy's out flying in circles. She's probably adrift on the wing right now, just flying in a lazy circle.
I have my sources.
Oh.
And by that I mean the captain has declared that I'm not allowed to reveal my sources.
But then why did you ask me about eggs?
I asked you to bring him in here.
Okay, I brought him in here. But you're now saying that you're going to do something with the eggs.
The more I talk to you, Albert, the more I think that my previous plan might not have been as well thought out.
Oh. Okay. What's your next plan then?
Omelets?
3-minute egg? They're hardy. They won't. They should only be affected by 3 minutes in heat.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think, because I would like to use magic to be able to imbue this ability.
Okay. So think of a spell that does something like what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Like, I think things that might work for you would be think along the lines of the illusionary stuff, like alter self.
Mm-hmm.
You make an eggshell green. You know what I'm
Do you
saying?
know something that can imbue anything into something?
I have Nistel's magic aura.
There's a great one.
Which does.
It can it can imbue magical auras into things. It can also
In
funny thing is-
Nycosian, Nistel's aura imbues something with the essence of Lim.
And we've used it before to imbue
make a fake
gingerbread fellstone into seeming like a fellstone.
Right.
And I did read it in the spellbook. It can actually trip up your divine sense.
It can. You can try to trip up all kinds of stuff because all it does is it creates a magical aura that's indetectable other than magic. It's, like I said, a limb field in effect.
I'm not involved. Why are you looking at me?
Oh, just
And therefore, your concept of using peppermint and stuff, you're literally choosing, saying, I'm just going to cast it, I'm going to utilize this as the material component instead of the standard material component. Sure.
perfect.
So,
I'm gonna do it to a silver dragon egg.
okay, roll percentage dice.
Percentage.
Red stripes start creeping up the sides.
Stream, give me strength.
Don't, please.
Let's see if we get these two.
Hold on, let me call my posse.
Exactly. You should be every night.
Why do I feel like Glim is turning into like a confectionery necromancer?
What's the difference?
Confectionmancer.
75.
There's a maniacal laugh come from the kitchen.
Get it right.
It's alright.
There you go. Thank you.
Does it work?
The egg has got red and white stripes.
Yes. Oh, actually, now I'm worried because you said that Nycos's is it infuses limb.
Yes.
What does the block that he gave to the dragon egg that became the gold dragon infuse into it? Because I thought that was pure limb.
Mm-hmm.
That was yes.
I just gave it pure limb to do with what it was going to do, which just gave it...
So my only question is, since it's now altering it and it's imbuing limb, does anything happen?
It turned red and white to the egg itself is now red and white.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it starts.
Whereas before it was silver.
He's
Yeah.
worrying if it's going to hatch.
I'm worrying if I'm hearing tapping coming from inside. That's the only thing I wanted to know.
Not yet.
That's good. Okay.
So what's going on with the light, John?
Okay, so as you approach the light, you see individuals in silvery suits and with large. Well, actually, re-describe. They're about 6.5 to 7 feet tall. They have silvery spheres for heads. They don't actually have. You don't see any facial features at all. And they're carrying rather cumbersome backpacks.
We've seen them before. They were unwrapped for us, remember?
Right. No, they were. They were unwrapped from their actual clothing, the interior suits.
Well, they were silvery.
Right. This is the entire. This is the an EVA basically.
I'm saying
the
that
third
it could
layer.
look similar.
No. Okay. The only thing that would be similar is that there are pieces that are silvery, but they have like white elbows and white hands, short stubby fingers, and they walk in a rather cumbersome fashion.
Hey, crew! Remember that message we got?
Aye.
I think we got our first, what's the word?
Encounter.
Others?
Kill him. I think that's the word. Supposed to kill him.
All hands on deck. The whistle blows. Elbert sticks his head in the door and says, "You have to belay your cooking exercises. We're about to do battle." Oh, that's very pretty. Where'd you get that?
Confectionery crafts.
Wow, you make eggs.
Candy magic.
The Candyman can.
Oh god.
Yes, we're headed there.
Come with me, and you'll be made into my
Your
imagination.
imagination.
Nice. Okay.
Horrifying.
You can argue that Orange Bell is basically when left to their own devices could
Hey,
be.
there was once a famous.
You are now yellow veiling.
There was-
You're changing things.
There was once you did too. So there was once a famous gnome who is quoted as saying in Santa's workshop, "That's okay, boys. I took the kitchen."
That's horrifying.
Yeah, you'll never guess what his name was.
What?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Okay, I'll tell you, but people will freak out. Guksan Fufadu.
What?
Ah.
Guksan Fufadu.
Ah.
Ah.
I don't like him. I've
Alright.
heard tale of this man before.
Yes.
He has a tail?
Someplace in the world, Scott Crandall is rolling over his bed.
Chair?
His chair.
Wow. Anyways,
Wow.
so we get out some ropes
Assuming
and
he's
we
probably sitting
begin to think about how to get down, right? Or are we?
Well, the crew says, "Are we going?" They say, "What do you have on board as far as weapons, sir?"
Whatever there's already. I didn't bring much.
Ah, well, good thing. About this time, Johnny is he. Believe it or not, Johnny's like, "Yeah, let's get him," and he's like preparing to go over the side
Real
with
quick
his.
though, I'd like to talk with them just to make sure it's not our friends who have stolen their armor already. You know, be terrible to kill our friends that already stole their armor. But if it is them, then we kill them. Sounds good?
You want to talk to him first?
Hey, a little bit. Get up close.
Albert runs back to the back half of the ship. Comes back forward with this huge ram's horn. Here you go, sir. No, it's too big. It's actually a shouting horn.
Can you hear me?
Toot!
The people down below, they turn rather slowly, but one of them kind of starts to like trot towards this. It kind of looks like a crossbow without the cross members.
The hell is that?
I wouldn't do that.
Do we even know what it is?
You'll get dead. Can we move? How close are we?
Well, you're probably 300 yards off, descending by airship.
We list lazily to the left.
Okay. We go down as fast as possible then.
So you're telling him get this thing down?
Yeah.
Okay. The other guy grabs the horn from you and says, "Blow all ballast! Prepare for landing!" Of course, all the crewmen instinctively know to grab one of the local ropes and grab a hold really tight.
I do the same.
You're in the kitchen. You hear Albert's call for blowing all ballasts. You have no idea necessarily what that means. But he says, "Prepare for landing." You're thinking, we were several hundred feet in the air. Landing?
Oh, I didn't realize we were descending.
I hardly felt it.
Is there a window?
Oh, there are ports, but the portals only open out onto the deck. So in the darkness, you'd just be looking out into darkness because you're lit in the room where you are.
I just wasn't sure if I was able to see the ground coming closer really fast.
No, because it's dark.
How's your sense of gravity?
Well, the ship does. No, it hasn't started to drop yet because they're getting ready to blow the ballast. So go ahead and make a. You have to make a deck save at 19.
I'm not close enough.
Nice, not one. So we now find that he makes not only to make a good gingerbread boy, he also makes a great pancake as he slams into the roof.
Did he have anything cooking at the time?
Pancakes.
Egg, actually egg. There's an egg
Trying to help
floating.
you, bro.
There's a
The
red.
answer's hopefully no. Otherwise, there's hot pans flying
As a reaction,
around.
do I turn into a gingerbread man? I get flattened.
It's
Does get flattened.
fight
Actually,
or flight.
it's
No, gingerbread, the third option.
I crumble.
Go ahead and make you rolled a nat 1 on the con save, so I'm on the deck save. So now con save.
Base 10. It's a con save?
Okay, even if you're not gingerbread, you feel like dough when you get slammed into the ground because the damage would have been catastrophic. So yeah, let's go with the default back to gingerbread. You're flat.
Oh, for a second I thought I turned a little
I don't know,
doughy.
he's not baked yet. He might be half baked after the purple.
Well, argument made he had to be half baked already because he did the thing with the eggs. So this is obviously
No, that means he's just cracked.
The
Or-
gumdrop buttons.
You see him slowly crawling into the oven,
Please.
closes the door,
Bake me!
bursts
Bake
out
me.
in full gingerbread.
Here I am to save the day. Here we are to save the day.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, no, that's how Glim ambushes you. He crawls into the oven first. Oh, what's in there? Oh my god, did they throw the baby in there? Did they put somebody in there? 5 gingerbread men just flood out to kill you.
That'd be horrifying. I feel like if he was going to set up an ambush, he just
John,
like
I now know who the enemy for your Christmas campaign is.
he just crawls into like whatever.
Really, Glim? You want Glim to go evil?
No. But he could be an NPC you come
Now
across.
Glom, I can see going evil.
No, Glum.
Glum,
Glum goes evil.
He was
No,
the dark
Glum
one.
just stays home and eats his fries.
Yeah.
Glom, glomming onto things. So,
Well, he's a little uncooked, so the dough kind
and Glam is just about the sunglasses.
He's the one that has the pink cotton candy hair.
Exactly. But with a bouffon.
You have to watch the other episodes to find out that one, folks.
Glam can't tell if it's going to be a bouffant, an afro, or if he's going to get a
Oh,
pompadour.
it's a
Oh, definitely a pompadour. Could be a
Bulbous
When he's trying to be
bouffant.
tough, he goes pompadour.
Instead of a comb,
Right, so what's
instead of
happening
a comb,
now?
he's got a spatula.
The front end's broken off to be like...
No, when he wants the bulbous bouffant, he just pulls out a whisk.
Exactly.
Whisked into a foam.
You know, you got the switchblade sword. He has a switchblade kitchen utensil.
Measuring cup, whisk,
Rolling pin.
spatula,
Rolling pin. Deep.
butcher's knife.
And knife. Ha! Exactly.
What you got there? A knife! No!
Nice.
So what's going on now?
Well, the ship's on its way down. They do open fire. And thankfully the drop actually takes them out of range. You don't like me using your die? Is that what you're getting?
It's all his dice, but I just thought maybe the shimmering men would like a shimmering die.
Yeah, the Rainbow Veil is united against them right now.
Okay.
So,
Use the die that has no color.
and the white color.
Pearl, opalescent.
No,
That is opalescent.
it's pearl.
Yes, it's very much like a Dragonborn, I know. But I'll use it.
Time to die.
Okay, so
Here, do you need your switchblade?
as you call down to them, they turn this thing on you, and a burst of blue light shoots past you. Just you can actually feel the air buzz around it.
Smell like ozone?
Mm-hmm.
Does it burn a hole in the trees?
No, because it's funny. You were up higher,
In
and
the
you
air.
drop below it, so it's up into the air.
The stratosphere.
Seems like it's going forever. It doesn't seem like it's got any.
There's a bird that's dead now.
I could do that if we were closer.
Well, you're within 200 yards now, and they're calling to each other. The crew's navigating the ship and turning it so that it comes into basically a slow descending arc now that you've lost all that elevation.
Don't give him a broadside till we're up close.
Broadside? We haven't got any guns. What are you talking about, broadside?
I'm saying
Is
don't
something you
turn
heard?
our broadside to them till we're up close. Then we're gonna jump off and cut off their heads.
Okay.
They have range on us, buckos. We do not want to give them a bigger target, so don't turn.
Gotcha. So, hold your course. Stay on target.
So we're getting as low to the ground and trying to
Yes.
get as close as
A
possible.
second beam again fires over the top of the vessel, and you're down to 100 yards away. It's still longer than a sprint when the vessel finally gets to the ground. So, Edmund asks, is anyone staying with the vessel, or is this a full-on assault?
Hey, Glim!
Glim comes walking out, staggering as all five of them.
Good God, man, what happened to you? You look half-baked.
Who dropped the ship?
Shake and bake, baby! Shake and bake!
Who in the crew says that?
Burglecat.
Hey, who's
All of us just look at him slowly, just
who
trying
is
to be
not,
as creepy as possible with it.
who is the least combat ability here, close range?
Glum raises his hand.
Glum, you watch the ship. You okay with that? Okay.
Well, last time you ran forward, got eaten. Oh yeah, that's right.
No, I know.
Well, he might be scared because Snowy's probably flying over.
Exactly.
I remember.
No. He knows that he's more likely to die here because there's another dragon in there.
I know those
There was-
tonsils.
They made a third attempt as you get down to less than 100 yards, and a shiny whitish object slams into their emplacement, biting the head off of one of the folks.
Yes.
She says, "Didn't ask permission."
It's okay, they shot first.
Of course, people are now screaming and running in all directions.
The initiative.
Well, worse. Draconic aura effect because of her size, because she's now young.
To fear.
Yeah, they're running.
Nice.
Of course, your crewmen are like, "Whoa, what ho!" chasing off after him in the dark. Doesn't take long. You finish off the 3 or 4 of them that were out there.
If I come in contact, I'm gonna draw Fagarach and see what it does.
Okay,
I've been waiting for something to test it on.
go ahead and roll to hit.
Roll the Fagara.
Nat 1. No,
You
it's not.
Fagara.
That's better.
That too.
No.
That one would have been a way to start.
24.
Fragara! Whoosh! Damn it! It's lost in the dark. Crap!
24.
24. Okay, yeah,
Hero rule 74. A hero is only as good as his weapon.
when the blade comes in contact, the person has to make a saving throw. They do make the saving throw. Even as they make the saving throw, the skin where it comes in contact turns white, like it's frozen. The fact that they saved means they aren't frostbitten. So you're gonna do your regular. You go ahead and.
I'm trying
Roll
to
damage.
go all the way through then. I wasn't trying to hold back, so
No, okay, yeah, but but what was the natural roll? If you got a 24, what was your natural roll?
16 plus my to.
Okay. So just max damage.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been in combat.
Is this a D8 or is this a great
It's a
sword?
longsword.
It's a longsword, so it's a D8 when one-handed, D10 when two.
So it's being two-handed right now.
So it's a
D10.
D10 plus your strength modifier.
Ooh.
No, it's a D10 plus your strength modifier, max damage.
Well, it was max damage anyways.
Okay,
So
there you go.
So
10 plus 4.
14 points of damage. It cuts about halfway through the guy's shoulder. He's screaming in agony from the wound, and he fires his little handgun. 17.
Doesn't hit.
You feel where the projectile hits the armor. You feel that part of your arm like be thrown back. It's still, even though it didn't hit you, it's still the impact of it is so strong that it spins you. You look down and you realize it didn't get through the armor, but
Thanks, Volka. You got good skills.
of course that means that there's a chance of 2 of your guys to possibly get hit. Boom. Roll 5-sided.
5?
Yeah.
5-sided?
Yeah.
2?
Number 1. So that is our friend
Johnny.
Timian. Number 1 is Timian.
Oh.
Timian was the first character you read.
Yeah.
So Timian goes down just like a lump.
Timmy!
And
You killed little Tim.
Purple cat.
you roll for, yep. So Burgle Cat goes down.
And that's what he gets for insulting.
Burgle Cat gets it right in the forehead, just goes back, just down. So
Shit.
the 2 of them are down. The other 3 of your members cut theirs down. What's her name's still chewing on the one she killed, and you got the one in front of you.
Is it dead?
No, he's not, but he falls to his knees and basically raises his hand in defense of himself. He took his one shot at you, and then he just drops his arm, holds his arm up like.
Gonna pull off his face thing.
It's him.
Okay, it doesn't easily come off. You'll actually pull on it. It actually is attached to the collar.
You'll be lifting him up a bit.
Strength check to tear it off.
You've got one hand's got a sword in it, so you're not. You physically won't be able to tear it off.
Take off the helmet!
Claws it.
Is he able to with an injured arm?
Yeah. Well, bleeding all over the place. He claws at it a bit, and eventually it falls out, and it's actually a female. She's janked up bad, gasping, and she realizes she's not gasping. Some of those. Anyway, she's laying in front of you, looking up at you. The crewmen finish off the others that are out there.
You killed Timmy. Now look in my eyes while you die. Stab her again.
Nice. The last thing she said before, as you were preparing to stab, was, "My name is Sarah." You stabbed her.
I don't care.
Okay.
I run back to Timmy.
Okay.
Try to cradle his head.
Okay. Make Timmy's and Burgle Cat's first death saves. One of you each. Pick who you're rolling for.
Timmy.
Okay.
2.
Okay. He failed his first one. Roll for
Burgle cat.
17.
Okay. So he makes his first one.
I'm gonna give him 5 points.
Okay.
Caressing his hair.
Burgle Cat's back. Okay.
No, Timmy.
Oh, Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy's back.
he went to coddle Timmy.
Okay. So Timmy gasps.
Timmy. Tim. It's okay. I'm here.
All right, and then roll for Burgle Cat's second.
The Glimmerbread men are to keep an eye out for anyone feigning death.
Oh, your crewmen with the message, they don't show any mercy at all to these guys.
No quarter.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
You know, the last guy leaps up, tries to get one guy
I
out
got
before
you.
he dies.
I got you. No,
Burgle Cat's got a 15, so that's 2 successes.
that's 2 saves. All right.
Does anyone care about
I
Burgle
now
Cat?
go over to the Burgle Cat.
Okay.
And I'll give him 5 points.
Okay. So it makes his roll before you get there. So go ahead and make your third roll.
13. He's stabilized.
When you get over there, he's actually breathing. So
I still kiss his forehead where the bullet wound is.
Okay.
Give him 5. Close the brain hole.
Okay.
It's okay. Shh. Shush now.
Your point to push the bullet out.
I'm thinking along the lines of Deadpool with the unicorns and rainbows, and flowers all bouncing around him. Oh, I'm back at home.
He's in love with you.
So I'm gonna go over because I see them getting up.
Yep.
Tell the rest of the crew to take care of them, and I'm gonna go investigate the camp or whatever was making the light.
Okay. Well, the light, the act, whatever it is that's still making the light, is still making the light. It's a device. There's a little panel on the side of it, and you see, for all the world, what looks like the candle on the screen. But it's at a different angle. It's perpendicular. Whereas in the sky, it's like hanging at a slight angle. This time, it's just straight across this screen. It's got little numbers, little symbols off of it, both up and down off of it, and a bunch of other symbols.
Does it have any buttons?
Lots and lots of buttons.
Buttons and knobs?
Is there one that's blinking?
There are a couple of panels that have switches underneath them that are blinking.
I'm gonna try to push one that's not blinking.
Give him the button. Go ahead and roll percentage dice.
Boop.
No. You got to press it.
Wait, I gotta roll percentage.
Gotta roll
first.
percentage dice for see which button he's pushing.
79.
High or low?
Oh, that's high, baby. That's high.
Do I need to roll
No,
for
we're
you?
going to use the same chart. But once I pick the chart, we just stay with that chart.
Okay.
Only way to be randomly fair.
I thought randomly
Whatever
fair was
already
to roll it every
predestined on
time.
paper. That's random and fair.
Random and fair.
No, each column was randomly rolled a long time ago. So
Yeah, it's
In a
just
galaxy far, far away.
I know it's funny to use a pre-gen random chart and then say it's random. They really are.
I know
We're
what
at
it
one
is.
point-
It's one of those oxymorons.
You know, I think at one point...
Your roll
the
was a
teach-
what?
79.
And your roll was higher?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Push the button and the light goes out. Little gauge on the side that's sitting on the green side starts to move towards the red. Incremental.
Press it again.
Okay, roll percentage. Go ahead and roll percentage.
Do you think maybe you want to leave the tinkering to the
Tinker no?
You
to
can
the
come join
to the
in.
Tinker Bread Man?
There's plenty of buttons for all of us.
You told me to stay back on the
76.
ship and watch it.
No. He said one of you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have
You have four other
four
persons.
pairs of hands to press these buttons.
That means
dang
8
it.
buttons can be pressed.
Come on, let's get to it. It's time to fix things.
What'd you roll?
76.
Higher or lower?
It's high.
It is. What were you attempting to do? Turn your light back on?
Trying to blow it up. Does that work?
Well, okay. So the red was moving up. So that when you push the button, the red starts coming back down.
Dang.
The glitter
I
red
look
man
up
would...
because it looks like the candle, right?
The object on the screen looks like.
I'm gonna look to see if there's any reaction in the candle in the sky.
Not at all.
Okay. I'm gonna try a different button.
pulling on your...
Like if is what?
That's us.
Hey, push the buttons.
What does he want to do?
Move to the side.
No, I want push button. There's plenty for everybody.
Everyone wants to push buttons. And what is our intent? We're intending to destroy it.
Yes.
That's his.
Destroy
I want to know...
Tower. Destroy it.
It.
I want to know what this thing is before we decide anything, because it
It's-
could be a summoning beacon, and we don't want that.
Absolutely. But we have a chance.
It's a panel with something that looked like a beacon. He has shut off the beacon,
Mm-hmm.
and then he re-energized the beacon.
Yeah.
That is the extent of what's happened so far.
Yeah.
Now that I know specifically, we are attempting to blow that up. I have in my mind what you have to accomplish, which is going to be four correct die rolls from this point.
Well, there's 4 of me.
Well, yeah, so start rolling. Each one of you,
Percentile?
22.
22. Is
Higher,
that
higher or low?
It's lower.
It is not. There's a sputtering of one of the consoles and a little bit of sparks come out of it.
That's not it. Try another.
78. I'm gonna guess that I'm higher.
Yes. The image around the candle gains like a yellow aura.
I think that's good.
Darn these oven mitt hands. 23.
91.
I'm gonna assume that I am lower.
The yellow goes to an orange color.
91.
91. Higher or lower?
Higher.
You're assuming
Now
you're
gone.
higher?
It's now gone to a reddish color.
And 91.
Higher or lower?
I'm assuming I'm higher.
The panel lights go out.
Look at this
The
guy.
candle from one end to the other, lights go out. To where there is no longer a candle in the sky.
I think that's a good thing, boys. Can we do it?
Hold on. Step back. Rod of lightning bolts.
Nice! Nice. Roll percentage dice and multiply by d20.
Okay.
Would you like to roll the d20?
Sure.
69!
Of course it would be the joke number.
Mine's a 12.
69 times
God.
12. That's over 700 points of damage. I think.
Oh yeah, get her done!
Spark, arcs of energy going from it to the actual landing pod beside it.
Take
There you go.
that, defeat Dejana. You saw bastards. Get it up here!
And you guys actually scatter as there's this cascading series of explosions that go off.
Is there anything left?
There's going to be bits and pieces of it all over the place.
Here, your reward. Take to your
Cinnamon
heart's delight.
strike.
Roll percentage dice.
80.
Okay, that's your base. Roll again and roll higher than that. That's yeah. So roll over 80.
I got 63.
Oh.
You have to roll. You have to take half of that. So 31.
Okay.
88.
Made it. Now go for 90.
What am I doing?
You're trying to get...
Cascading a bag. You're trying to build
okay.
a bag. So starting at 35.
72.
Okay, so we gotta go above 35. You gotta go above 85.
Before.
Okay, above 90.
52. 30. 40. 65. Now to 45.
Four.
So you have a 90%
98.
90% tech bag.
You know,
I do.
45.
I do.
50. Yeah, 50.
Okay, so you got one that's at 90 and one that's at 50.
I give him my 50.
Okay, so you got 90 and 50. You can never combine it to be more because that's just all it's representative is whether or not there's something in that bag that
Could be useful.
could be useful later. But you have tech bags now, junk bags full of bits and pieces.
Why do I
my-
imagine yours would just be the helmet with all stuff stuffed into it?
Just like, I'd shake a body out of one of the suits.
Suit and drags the entire
Fill the
suit.
suit in.
It's a duffel bag.
Sorry, Sarah. Get out.
Get out.
This is my bag now.
You've got
Nice.
you've got a full human-sized spacesuit that you use as a duffel bag. So you've just got a strap over your arm, so it looks like you've got an
I'm
unconscious.
guessing
You
that
tied-
there's somebody
you,
doing
You
that.
tied the wrists together. Yeah, and
Yeah.
carrying the bag over your shoulder.
Well done, mateys.
It billows in the wind.
Oh, we found these weird packs. They're marked comestible, and I think that means food.
Comestible?
Comestibles.
Let me see it. What does it say?
It says MRE comestible.
That kind of sounds like combustible.
Wait,
He goes comestible.
Think with
Give
it.
me food.
Open it.
are there instructions?
Wait.
Yes.
I grabbed the other 3 Glimmerbread men.
Pull them
Guide
away.
them away.
So Glem is doing this.
Glenn, okay. It says
Follow
tear
me.
along this edge.
Darn these gingerbread hands.
He's got no mouth, so he can't even. The frosting lips don't. I don't do. Can you fix this for me?
No, all I imagine. Hello.
Someone
Open me.
I use my switchblade, use a dagger, and
Okay.
cut it. Run away.
Well, if there's
so
instructions,
there's-
I follow the
there-
instructions.
Yeah, it just tear this thing along the edge and you pull it inside. This
Roll it.
looks like a lump of. It looks like bread dough, but it's
Roll a
about an inch
d6 for
thick.
what flavor?
Yeah, it's a 1 inch thick and about 3 inches wide and about 6 inches long.
Okay, yeah. I follow the cooking instructions.
What are your
No,
food
no.
senses telling you?
No, it's actually a food bar.
Oh, it's one of those MRIs?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Does his food senses tell him anything?
Yeah, it senses as food, but it doesn't sense as food. It came from living things.
It's not even plant material? Fuck.
No, it's yeah. You could you wouldn't be able to read the labels of the basic stuff, but it does.
Monosodium glutamate.
Exactly. But it doesn't look like anything except for maybe looks a little bit like black pudding.
Does anyone want a meat raisin?
Oh, pass. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like, just like that.
It's a meat raisin.
You missed me entirely.
And I'll pass on the meat raisin, but yeah, it's about that kind of a consistency.
They snuck it on
There's
into
a,
their
there's a
soup.
taunt skin across it.
It's
with
got
a chewy inside.
It's got a charred outer
It
exterior.
actually tastes like absolutely nothing we've ever had on our planet.
Spicy.
Tastes like people should not eat this often.
Well, it's all yours, buddy. Back to the ship. Is the weapon that they fired still there?
Oh no, no.
Is the weapon she fired still there?
Yes.
Take it.
There are about three of the little handguns, but they either couldn't get to them or whatever. They're just the one small one.
Take this as your first payment, boys. Who wants them?
Bandish, they all point at Burger Cat and say Burger Cat should have that.
You get two. Timmy, you get one because you got shot.
Wait. The guy who just got shot in the head by one of these. Yeah,
What does
here's
this
two of the
do?
tool that just shot you.
I wonder how it works.
How does the thing come out?
Good job, Snowy.
Blah.
It's okay not to ask if they shot first.
She just rips out a loud burp.
Yeah. It's just don't like him in the wrapper.
Yeah, I agree.
Glove just falls
Sarah's half unwrapped already.
Yeah, I don't like it cooked.
Okay. Back to the ship.
All right. And it is 9:50, so we are going to.
In the last 10 minutes, I want an update. What's happening? Is there anything left of the candle?
There's nothing in the sky.
Nothing fell from the sky?
Nothing fell from the sky.
Yet.
Nothing has fallen from the sky.
Done.
Can two Glimmerman men be able to stuff themselves into one of these suits?
He's been in one before.
Have I?
During the Rutabaga Festival. Remember?
I was in a makeshift one. But I don't know if I was in one of these actual ones.
Oh man! Oh my goodness! You're right. Roll percentage dice for that.
56.
For some reason, as you're climbing into the suit, you start calling. You feel the urge to at least sometimes call yourself Major Tom.
Ground control to Major
Major
Tom.
Glom.
Major So we know which one got into the helmet.
Ground control.
Major Glom.
Glom.
No, here's the best part. Now I can just be on the battlefield fucking everything up. What do? I cast magic through the suit.
You're our incognito. You're gonna infiltrate the Nassau.
Yeah, so just if inside of the helmet, if they can only see inside the helmet, because they won't go through because of the reflectiveness.
And if they ever open it, you just shove your hand in their mouth and force them to chew.
No. You know what I do? As soon as if they open it up, they just see a gingerbread face with candy corn teeth.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Nice.
I'll haunt your dreams forever. We did it, guys!
Yay, mission accomplished. First
mission?
first,
Untold
We
destruction.
killed Sarah!
I feel so
Nice.
bad if there's a Sarah in our stream.
Sorry, Sarah. You're dead.
now everybody knows that the Sarah we're talking about is Sarah Connor, which is their joke that they're saying to everybody that they visit. All the females are calling themselves Sarah Connor.
Okay.
So we will see you guys all next time. Thanks for watching, and make sure you catch us on Sunday and on next Wednesday. Have a great night.